Cycling is the discipline in triathlon that takes longest, therefore it's really important to be efficient during the cycling section. Here are tips for how to do so. One of the really important things on the bike is to make sure that you keep your cadence, which is the number of times your legs are going around every minute, nice and high. You want to be having your legs go around at about 90 to 100 revolutions per minute. To do that, you use your gears. So you'll find that in a rolling course where you're going uphill and downhill all the time, that you're using your gears quite frequently. You should be changing your gears at least as often as you would do driving a car, and it's a very similar principle. Your car engine is most efficient when it's going at a certain revs per minute, and so is your body. So remember, 90 to 100 revs per minute is what you want to be doing. A very important thing on the bike is to keep as aerodynamic as possible. That means keeping nice and low on the bike. On normal racing handlebars, that means being down on the drops. So you should practice this in training so that you're comfortable cycling when you're down on the drops, that you can comfortably reach your brakes and gears, and that you're able to pedal strongly in that position. You want to keep in the most aerodynamic position for as much of the bike course as possible. If you've got tri-bars, then you can be on the tri-bars because that's an efficient aerodynamic position. Otherwise, you should be down on your drops. When you're on your drops, you'll find that it's much easier to corner quickly as well. So when you come to a tight corner, get down on the drops, and that keeps your centre of gravity lower, which means that you feel safer going around the corner and you're able to do it more quickly. Another important thing on the bike is to stay in the saddle as much as possible. It can be quite tempting, especially if you're from a running background, to get out of the saddle every time you get to a little hill or whenever you feel you need a little bit more power. However, it is much more efficient to stay seated in the saddle as often as possible. The reason it's more efficient seated down is that you're using less of your body. When you get out of the saddle, you're having to use your arms and upper body a lot more, which means that your heart rate is going to go up and you're going to have to work a lot harder. Sometimes, though, you do have to do this. For example, coming out of a corner when you've slowed down, it can be worthwhile getting out of the saddle just to give a little bit of extra acceleration to get up to your normal cruising speed before settling back down into your normal aerodynamic position.